right there. So I always appreciate that you value coming to me to work on your business. I appreciate that. And I want to work as best I can with you on some of the most important activities that are going to build your business. So some things that we're going to be focusing on, of course, is some techniques that are going to build lead generation. And then we're going to be doing invitations and following up. So feel free if at any point you have questions that you could put them in the comments. And I'm going to go through, of course, during our breaks to answer some of those. So this is some things that I suggest that you do to get started and organized. So where's my little thing here? Okay. So I've got this little graph here. So following a power hour, I think, is the smartest decision that you can do when you want to grow your business. It doesn't matter if you're brand new or you've been doing this for a long time. Sometimes we just got to be told what to do and not want to think about it, right? I don't know if you've ever been like me, where you sat down, you got your pen and paper out, and like you're ready to do work. But then you kind of get lost in the shuffle of, checking in your Facebook groups and seeing what the team posted and, let's refresh the page and stuff. You kind of get lost and you kind of just want to be told what to do. You can do your best to make a to-do list. You could follow an activity sheet, but sometimes, again, our bad habits take over. So if we're thinking about it, okay, let's just think about the profit-producing activities. What really is going to move the needle in your business tomorrow? Not checking in on a team Facebook page. Nope. Not putting up the perfect post on social media. It will, like, maybe a couple days, but even if you put up the perfect invitational post and you got a lot of people commenting on it and wanting more information, you still have a lot of work to do with those people, right? Because those people aren't like, yeah, send me the buy link right now. No, you got to have this ping pong back and forth conversations with them to figure out, what do you need? What do we got to get you? How can you get my group? Like, that takes time. So let's think about what is going to move your business. And if you just had an hour and you're working on your own outside of a coach power hour, this is a good, easy, simple way for our brains to think about, okay, what would I do? 15 minutes, I'm going to go. It should be rotated around. I couldn't get this up here, but prospecting is the first, following up is the first activity that you should do. Follow up with the people that you've already started conversations with. Okay, that's first. Second thing would be for the next 15 minutes. So if we're looking at 60 minutes of time, 15 minutes, do follow up. Next 15 minutes, only do prospecting. Like, train yourself. The next 15 minutes, do marketing. Yes, that will be creating the posts and putting up content that is going to grow your business. And that 15 more minutes is creating awareness and engagement. And that is going to do the dirty work that many of us don't like to do. We just like to put up stuff and sit back and wait for people to come to us, but we know that we can't do that. So the awareness engagement is putting your seed out there, spreading your seed of conversation, doing commenting and following people, doing DMs of highs and stuff like that. So I'm just going to quickly show you, this is very typical. This is a very typical journey of activity of a coach. Tell me if you're guilty. If you're guilty of this, when you have 60 minutes, Susan, so funny. When you have 60 minutes and you're like, I am ready to be focused and do work. And then have you fallen into this trap where you start creating posts, just sit and scroll on the social media, like you sit on crafting post, marketing. And honestly, you spend a majority of your time on that. You then also are in the constantly training and learning mode that you never take action. Like, you just keep being on webinars and trainings and team calls and yada, yada, yada. Like, there's so much that you can learn, but let's look at where are you right now in your business and what is the one skill that you need to improve on that will actually grow your business. The one skill isn't, how do I increase followers on Instagram? Yeah, that would be nice to learn how to do. But what actually is going to move your business where you may be lacking on a skill? Are you not good with following up? Like, you don't know what to say? Are you not good with what to say to invite someone to things? Like, what is the one thing that you need to improve on? I would say focus on that for any learning or training. All the other stuff is going to be there. It'll be there, played in the background, whatever. But then the other guilty bad habit people get into is they start spending time in their client groups, their challenge groups, their team pages, and just chit-chatting with the people who are already drinking the Kool-Aid, right? And then you get stuck in this little habit, the refresh. I put up a great post. Let me refresh and see what's going on. Like, who put up a new post? Let me see what somebody else put up. Like, that's a bad habit. This is time wasting activities. So we want to really focus on what are you going to do to build your business. So today we are going to do a brand new lead generating activity. We are going to do a brand new let's chat with people who are active activity. We're going to do certain activities today, but we're also going to do the tried and true follow up with people, invite people as well. So just some quick things as I'm here, because I always like to share this, make sure that you've got a this or that option to tell people, oh, you're interested in coaching? Okay, do you want me to send you a short, quick informational video about it? Or do you want the longer, more detailed presentation? I am going to tell you that I just recorded a presentation. I wasn't ready to do it because I was planning to do it a month from now. But I'm working with a company. I've been with them for over 2 years, and I have a personal mentor that helps me with business marketing and branding. And we revised and devised a brand new coaching presentation. And the difference for this coaching presentation isn't so much of, hi, this is our company, this is our products, this is what we have, and this is what we do. Sign up. Like, that's the typical presentation. And I've been running that one for years. But this one I just brand new did, but I had to do it impromptu. So I slapped it together and ran it last week because the leader that was supposed to run the presentation canceled. So I was like, fine, I'll jump in. So you can go ahead and watch it right now, but I'm excited about it because I've learned from this presentation. It's right here, and I'll put the links in the chat. I'm learned from the presentation on what do I need to kill off, improve, edit, shorten. And I think this presentation is about 75% great right now. So feel free to go watch it, but I'm going to re-record another one when my head is done, and I'll share the links with you guys on the page. Nat was on the presentation. Thanks so much, Nat, for being on there. And again, I would appreciate any feedback since you were there and you listened. So make sure you've got a this or that option to send people to. Either Carl's quick, short, little 6-minute video, or maybe a longer presentation. It could be somebody else's. It doesn't need to be mine. Just make sure you know what to do when someone says, oh, yes, I'm interested. All right, let's do a quick little exercise here. Feel free to put yours in the comment if you want to brag because you nailed it. Your bio is important on Facebook and on Instagram. It's the first thing someone says. So you're going to know that I say here that, especially if you're brand new to this presentation or you just never knew that you shouldn't do this, if you've got the words Beachbody in any of your bios, get rid of it now. And I know you're probably like, but if I remove it, then they might not know I'm a Beachbody coach, and then they might go randomly on somebody else's Beachbody page and buy something random. That's not how it works. The way that marketing works these days is people buy from the people that they have personal conversations with and they trust. It's very rare would I ever say that someone comes up to your page and goes, oh, wow, there's a link here for me to go buy Beachbody products. Let me just go there and buy random stuff. They don't do that. They don't. So remove it, because all it's doing is telling people that you're a scammer, you're an MLM, or you're going to pressure them and stalk them with hey girl messages. Like, that's all they see when they see anything on your page that says Beachbody coach. So obviously these are just some options of things that show that it's not promoting a company. Remember, you are the brand. Beachbody is not. You represent their products. You represent a superfood shake. You represent an energy drink. You represent a collagen. You don't represent Shakeology, Energize. Just change those words. What category of product is the thing in? And start using those general terms to create curiosity. Because anytime I post about my little dang old collagen and how my nails grow so much, they really do, everyone's always like, oh my gosh, what collagen are you using? Always. I didn't say it was Beachbody's collagen. So here's a quick little exercise, and I want you to put your bio in the comments if you want to brag about it. But basically, your best bio will be like this. I help X with Y so they can Z. So who do you help? And be very specific. So if you help women, that's not specific. You want to be very specific. You could say, I help postnatal women. See how it's more specific? With whatever, postnatal nutrition. I'm just making up stuff so that they can feel their best or whatever. So if you want to put in your bio in the comments chat here just to brag about it. I would love to see it, but I would also love to see the variety because we can learn from each other. What this power hour is about is not for you just to listen to me. I want you to listen to everybody else in the chat that's actually has some great ideas where you can tweak your own ideas. Okay. So that's an activity for you to do on your own time. So let's now get into one of our activities. So I'll leave the screen up here, but I'm going to share with you my phone. All right, this is what you want to do. We're going to get the wiggles out, and this is how we're going to do it. If you prefer to follow the instructions on this page here, then go for it. Okay, so if you prefer to just go and find people that just recently followed you, or you just recently followed, or someone who just recently liked your comment, go find those people and just send them a message. Quick, simple DM, maybe a voice audio, just something light and breezy. Nothing about Beachbody, nothing about your upcoming challenge, nothing about your amazing gut now, none of that. Just simple stuff. Like look at their page and if they got dogs on it, like, oh my gosh, what are your dogs' names? They're so cute. Simple messages. But there is a little exercise that you can take on Facebook if you prefer to do this technique. The reason where I'm going to share my phone with you is, what you want to do is find people who are active, not meaning like active sexually. I'm talking about active on social media. Get your minds out the gutter. I'm talking about who's actively on Messenger right now. Why? Because those people are going to see your message come through. So if you've ever struggled with sending a message to someone and they're like, it takes them forever to follow you or message you back, or you wonder if they got it. Well, let's go to the people who are actually on their phone and their messenger right now. So the little activity is this. So feel free to use this. I'll bring it back. Don't worry. I gotta stop my share, right? Something like that. Okay. So now let me go to, where's my phone? Phone, right? Yeah. Is this going to work? Are you seeing my phone? I can't tell. I got 8 million windows that popped up in front of me. What's going on here? Hold on. Yeah, you got my phone, right? Okay, cool. Okay, so here is what I want you to do. Pick up your phone, go to Messenger. So pick up your phone, go to your Messenger app on Facebook. Now you're going to see this. Everybody's different here. I've got 467 people that are actively on their Messenger app right now. Here's my tip and advice, what we're going to do for a few minutes. And I want you to keep count of how many messages you sent. Keep it light, keep it breezy. I want you to scroll all the way. Oops, I got to do it here. Scroll all the way down to the bottom. Oh, look at Julie Fish. That is my high school friend where I used to play at her house until 5:14 p.m. every day and then run home in the backyard before my dad got home at 5:15 p.m. Like that's who Julie is. Start from the bottom, but those little green dots. Oh, Valerie's on now. Those little green dots say that those people are on Messenger right now. So pick and choose who you want. Like, I'm not going to send Julie a message, maybe if I wanted to, but go through, start from the bottom. And I want you to count for the amount of time that we're going to do this activity. Pick someone that's active right now. Send a quick, simple message. I want you to send a quick message like, hey, oh my gosh, it's been forever. I saw that you just went on vacation. Where did you guys, how long did you go for? Or what did you think about that place? I'm trying to figure out where to go next. So let's start thinking about who are we going to talk to? It's so funny because I'm looking at all these people. These are all my high school friends. These are all my high school friends. Eric Raymond, Mark Madre, Kira. These are all my high school friends. So let's go through these people and start picking and choosing. So pick someone and send a message. Pick someone and send a message. That's all I want you to do. Keep count because I want you to then put it in the comments. Let's do it. Light and breezy, nothing slimy. And as a reminder, if you prefer to do it this way on Instagram, just a light and breezy message rather than going through your messenger, here's another way. Okay, so we're done with that. So any of the exercises that we're doing, because everybody's in a different state of their social media following to business, coach team, remember, do something during this hour. You showed up. So if there's something that you're like, oh, I don't have that, I can't do what everybody's doing, then do something else that you know you should be doing, or do the previous activity. Always use this time that we're together to make sure that you're doing one of those profit producing activities. Remember those 4 things. So you can always jump into, if it's something that you're like, oh, well, I only got to chat with one person. So put in the comments how many people you sent a message to. Put that in the comments. And I also did put in the chat comments a graphic for the 5-point quick chat, which we're going to be working on as well. Oh, and who was it? The one up above. I just want to give you some tips on your bio. Candace, she says she helps busy moms of teenagers feel good in their own skin again. You're in the direction, but what does that really mean? You know, like, what does feel good in their own skin again? Like, I have an idea of what I think you mean, but don't make them think about it. Be very clear on what is the problem you're fixing. So what is the problem of a mom with teenagers? Like, is she just getting so frustrated that she's like peeling out of her skin angry because their rooms are so messy? Like, what does that mean? Is it weight? Is it hormones? Like, what is it? So we don't know what that is. So let's try to clean that up to be even more specific so that they know exactly what you're offering. And that's my best tip on that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do one of my activities on here that gives you some ideas of things to do. We're going to do a follow-up activity. Then we're going to go work on your invitational language. We're going to go invite. And then we're going to jump into some new lead generating activities, something that I haven't talked about before. Okay, so we're going to do that. So I'm just giving you an idea so you don't leave. Let's go and do our follow-up. This is one of our follow-ups. Okay, so where are we? We'll end on this post. Let's not forget about that, the reverse post. Okay, where are we? This is an invite. Let's do a follow-up. So we've got, you tell me, do you want to do the follow-up for the people who are MIA or ghosting you? Or do you want the follow-up for the people that gave you a not now, but in the future? Which one? Which script do you want? Tell me in the comments. Not right now. Okay, let's use that one. Thanks so much. So here's an idea. Remember, everything's an idea of what you could say. You need to personalize this. I'm not a fan of copy paste. I'm not a fan of Hey Girl. If you love Hey Girls, then do it. But every time I get one, I roll my eyes and I immediately want to write back a nasty message to the person. I just do. And then I don't. And like, I have to refrain myself when I get those Hey Girl messages and it's those fitness athletic wear companies. And I'm sitting there going, did you even look to see who I am? Like, you obviously could tell I've already got something going on. But anyway, hey, maybe it's a good thing. Maybe I do hide my beach body well enough. You know, that was a funny thing. I don't know if you follow John and Nadia Melton. These guys are my Lifestyle Academy pro network marketers. They're fantastically funny. I love them to pieces. I had them speak at my conference that I used to hold. But I had to really research to find out what network marketing company they were with. I didn't know until I actually personally knew them and could chat with them offline. See, that's a good thing when they can't figure out which one you're with, but they know you're like positive in emotion. So let's work on this little activity. Pull out your list of the people that you send an invite to. You invited them to your last challenge group and they didn't follow through because they said they're too busy this month. Or you invited them to become a preferred customer before and they're like, I can't right now. It's the holidays. Go to those people. So who are the people on your list from months ago that you sent an invite to where they're like, no, don't ask me another thing right now. I'm too crazy. Go follow up with them. And here's some ideas of what you could say. Okay, so we're done with that. So now we're going to go into an invite to strategy. So I put in the chat a graphic that I made, but I'll bring it over here too, so you can see your language is really important. I can't talk and type at the same time. Oh, why is my computer so slow? There we go. 5-point quick. This is how I organize everything. It's all only found by searches. Can I just pull it up fast? Because my computer is wicked slow right now. Why are you not working? Let's see if I can just pull up this graphic that I put in the chat and my photo. There you go. Okay, here we go. So the 5-point quick chat. This works for brand new coaches, inviting to coaching, inviting to challenges, inviting to use collagen, inviting to blah, 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 anything. To veteran and coaches, it doesn't matter. I've been here for 14 years and I will never explain to someone what coaching is. I will never explain to someone and tell them what they're going to do if they become a coach. I won't, because that's exactly how someone did to me. And I said, no, ew, gross. And I didn't sign up, not until a year later. And I bet you they are kicking themselves in the foot if they learned from that, right? So let's think about it. Our goal is always to get people like a little excited, like leaning in. This is our goal, is to contact someone, give them an idea that they lean in and they get a little curious and they're like, yeah, I'll check it out. I'll look into it. Send me whatever. You send them whatever is going to do the talking for you, whether that's going to be a sneak peek Facebook group, Carl's short video, my long video, somebody else's video, getting on a 3-way phone call with your coach. I don't advise that so much. I really think visual and something people could do on their own time is really easy and best. So you give them the tool to check it out. But what's most important for you are 2 things, is to take it away from them and to set a time to follow up with them. So you never become stalker. So why is taking it away from them important? Because you want this feeling. You don't want the feeling that they're going to get where, oh no, if I say yes, then they're never going to leave me alone. They're going to constantly keep knocking on my door. They're going to constantly be like on my social media going, hey, knock, knock, knock. Like that's the reason why some people immediately are like, no, I'm not, because they don't want you to be, they don't want that. So to take it away from them lets them know you're okay. You're chill without them. You really would like them to be a part of this. I really would love to help you change your life. I really would love to help you meet your goals. You've been complaining about X, Y, and Z. I would love to help you. I've already helped, blah, blah, blah. But it's okay. It's okay. There's plenty of other people to talk to, right? So you got to let this approach be like weight off your shoulders. And the take it away from them is actually the number 4. It might not be for them. It might not be. If you feel you have to convince someone to do this, you're going to have to convince them to do this. Not a good idea, right? So take it away from them. I'm okay if it's not for you. Totally okay. So I created this little 5-point quick chat years ago. And actually one of my coaches named it for me because I was teaching it and I didn't really have a name for it. And Allie Upham is one of my coaches. And she goes, that's like the 5-point quick chat. I'm like, okay, that's what we call it. So that's what we called it. And it's super simple. It's just a roadmap for your brain. I made a funny reel about this the other day, like trying to be so perfect in what you say to people is going to mess you up. Just keep a roadmap. Like, what do you need to say? Why am I contacting you? Like, why am I reaching out to my high school friend that I used to swim in her pool? Right? Like, why am I reaching out to you? What am I up to lately? Why did I think you might be interested in doing this thing too? Joining the challenge group, doing the gut, getting in coach, what do you want? Like, I contacted you because this is what I'm doing. I thought this might be for you. Would you be open to checking out some information about it? What is your information? Your third-party tool, a video, whatever. Take it away and then set the follow-up. Okay, I'm going to send you the video here. It's Thursday. Do you think you'll be able to watch it by Friday? Can I contact you at Friday around lunch and answer any questions you have about it and get you going? That's basically what you want to do. So this is the 5-point quick chat. And always let them know an expectation. So give them a deadline. So for instance, I've got a challenge group that's going to be starting on April 25th. I need people, if they're going to be a part of it, to order their product before the 18th. So I set that deadline. I let them know, okay, so we're getting the group together. I've got space for a few more people because I know we got to all get our materials a week out. So let me know by Friday, 5 p.m. if you want to do this. And if not, no big deal. I'll put you on my list for next month. Okay, so start thinking about your language. And again, I put this graphic in the chat, so if you need that. So now let's go do an invite. So let me go back to my inviting. Let's do it. Let's do it here. I hope it is are you guys covering if you're, I'll move it over because I don't know if it was or wasn't. There we go. So here's what you could do. I'm going to give you the choice. You either invite from your list of names of people that you've written down, or if you want to go on social media and invite people from there, you can. There's this one. We are going to do another invite activity with our challengers coming up, but let's do this one first. Then we're going to do lead generation, and then we'll go back to another invite. All right, so let's do this. Okay, so let's move on to our next activity, which is going to be the lead generating. I just got to show you this video. I love this video. It's freaking funny. My husband sent it to me. And here's what I want you to think about. Okay, so when you're talking to people about what you have to offer, whether it's the challenge pack, which your challenge group is going to require. You've seen the video too, Heidi? I love it. Here's what I want you to always think about. Fit them with the need that they need. Okay, so yes, we've got these massive packages and all the things part of it, but what is the primary, most important thing that they need, and really kind of sell them on that only, even if that only is energize. All right, so if it's only energize, get them pumped, excited about that they're like, yep, I'm ready to click buy. But you can say, I just wanted to make sure, in case you wanted, there is a package that also includes blah, blah, blah. That's only just a little bit more in case you wanted that instead. So get them excited first. And this is a good example of what that looks like. It's hysterical. I can watch dog videos all day. That's like my friend Mindy. That's all we do. She's like been sending me like Elmo stuff all the time. I'm like, are you into furries now or something? Because it's all you're doing now is sending that stuff. Hey, let's go into some lead generating activities. So we're going to work on it. Where did I put it? I just built a billion slides and we just kind of scroll through different things. Okay, so this is what we're going to work on. So first and foremost, he did change his mind real quick, for sure. But see, that's the thing is he was excited for that one level, like, yeah. And then you're like, oh, there's more. Okay. So that's what you always want to think about. Here's what we want to do with some lead generation. We're going to do it in Facebook, and we're also going to do it in Instagram. So you can't only build a list of people that you're writing on your names, and you can't only search hashtags to find new people. You can't expect the people that are following you to be your new leads. You have to always find ways to have leads working for you, building for you. So that's another topic that we could be working on, is building that list where people are giving you their email. You need to build an email list where people are putting an email down in a form when you're sleeping at night. You have to have that. There has to be something always working in the background, collecting interest for you. And you can then always still do, did my timer go off? Okay, yeah. Then you can always still do the active stuff. So this one's more of an active activity. So here's the 4 things that we're going to think about. So let's start with the first one, and I want you to write this stuff down. So we're going to be doing a little workshop right now, and then we're going to jump over to this action. So people. Start thinking about people like that you can follow to get more of the like-minded people that are following them too. Okay, so who are these people? Are they authors of books? Are they TV personalities or whatever? Professional in your professional fields. Like again, I'm in the fitness industry, so I've got a lot of top fitness professionals that I could follow that are the leaders, the innovators of fitness, but they're not Beachbody coaches. Definitely. Why do I want to go to Shaun T's page and follow his followers? Who's that? Beachbody coaches. I don't need to go to Shaun T. I need to go to somebody else in the fitness space that is not competing with Beachbody. That would be a good person. Okay. Influencers, educators. So start writing down right now. I need you to brainstorm this because you're going to do an activity. Start writing down some people that you can go and follow. And I'm going to give you ideas on where that's going to go. So write that all down. I want you to work quick on this. I don't want you to think. I want you just to dump, whatever's coming in your brain. Because no one sees what you're writing down. And if it's stupid, cross it off when we're done. Right? Don't matter. Just get something in these spaces. Next, places. Write down places that you've gone or that you want to go to. And this doesn't always need to be dream vacations like, oh, Greece or Disney or Destin, Florida. Like, it doesn't need to be dream places or vacation only destinations. It could be, ooh, Trader Joe's. Like, it could be like that. Okay. It could be something local. Start writing down places that you frequently go to. The nail salon. I hate going to the nail salon. I really do. I don't go for my nails. I ever so often go for my feet. That's about it. I can't stand appointments. Can't stand them. Doctor's appointments, grocery store, Whole Foods store, Hobby Lobby. Like, again, it could be local or it could be dreamy. Are you writing? I'm just talking. Are you writing? Go write. Okay, as a Canadian, Trader Joe's is a dream. See, Tristan, there you go. When I used to, because I used to live in New York and I would always have to go to Canada, Ontario all the time. There was a store that I always would go by where the name of the store sounds like it's a tire place, but it's not. I can't remember what it is. All right, let's move on to products. Start thinking about products. It could be, let's dream, okay? What are products that you would love to have? Like, oh, I would love to have a Tesla, or I would love to, I don't know, I'm thinking outlandish, like even just an iMac, a Mac. I really would like a Mac, or a Diva ring. Oh, I really want a Diva ring light, products that you really want. But then let's start looking at products that you have and use. Like, for those of you who are into crafting, a sewing machine or a Cricut, or scrapbookers, or again, Diva ring lights. Or start thinking about products you use, hair care products, dog food products, KitchenAid mixers. Like, start thinking about what are some of your favorite products and things that you use, and maybe even the companies that are part of that. Like, oh, you love Lululemon, or you love, oh, we just bought a new pair of jeans that I really have a hard time fitting with jeans. And I went to Lucky and I really like them. So I'm going to now go follow their stuff. I hope you wrote it all down. Costco, like, we love Costco, right? If you love Costco, I'm sure that there's somebody who else loves Costco, would probably want to be something in health and fitness. Passions. Let's start writing down things that you're passionate about. It could be paddleboarding. It could be something with your kids' sports. It could be coaching. It could be volunteerism. It could be fundraising. It could be travel. It could be pets. It could be being a foodie. It could be about photography. What is it? Start writing down your passions. Again, put it out there. Put it out there. It could be kite flying. It could be whatever. Start writing down your passions. So, Canadian Tire, Tanya, told you. I knew it. I knew it. It's a grocery store, right? Is that what it is? When I first moved to Dallas, Texas from upstate New York, there was a store called Tom Thumb, and I thought it was like a gardening place. Well, that was the grocery store. It's in the same family as Randall's, if you know Randall's. It's funny how things are named different like that. Okay, now you got some lists of things. Now we're going to switch gears to our action. So here's a perfect example of what you could do on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, go to Facebook, and I want you to search in the top field, pick one. I don't care, whichever one you wrote down that you feel the easiest, like lowest hanging fruit, pick that. And I want you to search in the fields for that. And then pop-ups will be groups. So for instance, I have 3 labs. I have a black, I have a white, and I have a silver lab. Silver labs are very controversial. So there's a group only for silver labs. So of course, I'm in that group. So start requesting to join groups for something that's very, more in the lines of really the right-minded people. So I want you to think about the kind of people, and I'm sorry, you're gonna judge people. You will, you need to. You're gonna judge people first by the 3-second rule, and second, by their energy. Energy is contagious, and you can feel a negative person, can't you? So I want you to gauge and dismiss people that you just don't get positive energy from. Even if they are a good person, we're just not going to spend time with that person right now. There's plenty of other people, right? But I want you to really search and join groups, request to join groups that are going to be in a good, positive mindset of the perfect person that you would like to work with. And if you're on Instagram, do some searches for hashtags and start keeping track of who you find for that. And then here's our activity. So you're probably already in some Facebook groups. Like I know there's one for that Cricut. I'm like very curious about a Cricut. Let me know in comments if you got that Cricut. I want to know how to do screen printing, like erg. Okay. Go to Instagram or Facebook. I want you to pick and choose because you're going to work on this activity for a quick second. You're going to now go and engage. That's what the awareness and engagement is about. I don't want you to pitch your challenge group. That is the most disgusting thing when you're in a Facebook group, like I've got them for our community, and someone goes up and pitches selling their MLM. I can't stand it. It's so gross. Be the person that's very active in the group, supporting other people's posts and maybe asking questions yourself. You know, like say your dog has allergies. Put up a post. What do you do? What do you do with your dog that has skin allergies or whatever? Start building and spreading your seed more. So I want you to work on doing it for 10 people or 10 posts. So either you're going to do it for 10 people on your hashtag searches, or I want you to do it in a Facebook group. I want 10 comments or posts, interactive. Here's a secret. Don't just say a statement. Say something, then ask something. Okay, so work on that. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with that activity because we got to wrap it up. That's what I always do. I've got too much content and too short of a time. First, Tanya, I actually lived in Syracuse. I went to Upstate Medical University, and I lived in Liverpool for 9 years. I'm from Utica, New York. So yeah, that's where I'm from. But here's what I want you to think about. The stuff that we were just working on, where does that follow? It's this engagement and awareness. You're creating awareness. Stephanie asked, so don't follow Mel Robbins, just search for her hashtag. No, you can follow these people, but here's one of the best tricks you could do is make sure you're one of like a really good commenter. So on her post, when she put up something, be the commenter that sticks out, because then other people see your comment. They're like, oh, who's that head? And they click on your head and they go to your bio and they're like, oh, or, oh. and then they want to follow. So you're creating that awareness and engagement. That is one of the best things you can do. So again, if you're sitting there on the couch and you've got a Hulu commercial on for 2 minutes, jump on and do this. This is what I want you to get in the habit of doing. If you're by yourself, like I watch TV at night with my daughter, or my son and my daughter, we're watching The Office with my son and my daughter, and we're watching Life in Pieces with my daughter. So during the commercials, if I'm not with them, I'll jump on and do a quick business building activity. This is one easy one you could do. Start spreading your seed. Hey, thanks so much for being here. I'll be with you in a couple weeks, and always appreciate y'all. Thanks again. Always amazing. We'll see you next time. Bye.